we asked Nigerians to share the stories of their mothers, the sacrifices they made for them, the journey of pain, love, devotion, and struggles made by our mothers to make us who we are today. They shared their stories with us. Thousands of entries, hundreds of interviews, and documentary across the country. 20 unique stories have been selected for us to learn from, appreciate, and celebrate. The sacrifices and devotion are real. Real people, real stories, real experiences. The emotional true life experiences being shared, narrated, and dramatized are simply captivating. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the most touching stories of our mothers. The Supermom reality TV show, Celebrity Edition, starts now.
Last week, we shared 2 extraordinary mothers with you on this show, and we asked you to make your choice for the potential supermom. Nigerians have voted. The winner for last week's episode is... Just as the crushing of a rose brings out its sweet perfume, so the celebration of mothers releases the sweetness within us. The ageless angels, the priceless princesses, the confidence of our boast, the reality in our hopes, and the strength in our zeal. Only mother's love understands our tears. Only mother's love calms our fears. Only mother's love soothes our disappointments. Only mothers share the joy we feel. Only mother's faith inspires the confidence in us. Mother's love, faith, boldness, steadfastness, inspirations, and aspirations are fashioned by the angels and sent from God to mankind. Without mincing words, mothers are the greatest treasures heavens have lavished upon humankind. This is episode 5, and we'll be celebrating Mrs. Joy Ifeoma Onu, mother of Yor, and while Mrs. Comfort Iledari. However, it was not rosy at the beginning. Now sit back and relax as we bring you full details soon.
The Supermom reality TV show.
Yor. As a fresh-faced, ambitious actor, Steve Onu, popularly known as Yor, got Nigerians glued to their television sets with his theatrics and side-splitting humor in the coming-of-age sitcom Flatmates, alongside Nigeria's biggest comedy export, Basket Mouth. The soap was produced by Kayode Peters. While Flatmates ran its course, Yor assumed a top-of-the-mind, must-see character. His diverse talent has, however, seen him transmute into a sought-after on-air personality with indigenous radio station Wazobia FM, where his various programs are a must-listen to.
The tax budget 2012 for presidential assent today. You go read them inside page 20. Federal government blame governors on top excess crude account depletion. You go read them inside page 19. EFCC, AGF to prove sale of Necom House.
Also, a stage actor, Yor has produced various sold-out stage dramas like the recent April Fool and Molwe alongside comedian Owen G. A theatre arts graduate of the Lagos State University, Yor is also one of the most sought-after comedians in Nigeria today.
My name is Steve Onu. I'm from Anambra State, Oka to be specific, number 7 out of 10 kids. I produce, I act, I'm a promoter too, so I think to an extent I would classify myself an entertainer. My mom is, we call her Abada because of the part that I come from. I'm from Oka. And then because in my place we don't call brother or auntie, we call people by their nicknames.
My name is Mrs. Onu. I'm from Anambra State. I am 62 years.
To say that life was tough for the Onu family would not be an overstatement. There were 10 mouths to feed, yet the money available was barely enough to feed 2 persons.
Their papa, they help. The little he can do.
Things became worse while they were living at Lansing in Surulere. They were not able to pay their rent, and their landlord threatened to send them packing.
There was time where landlord, they give us headache. Say we no pay.
I say men that come up from my house. If Lagos tire you now, carry your while I go by village. Now me say men that they born like staircase. You know what make my own picking shop? If Lagos tire you, carry come out. Before you now put down my house, carry come out. I don't want to see for my house again. You hear me so? Okay.
The family tried their best to appeal for more time, promising to pay soonest. However, all pleas fell on deaf ears.
One time, landlord come. He can't remove the roof of our house. That time now, I dey sell rice in bags. I dey sell drink. If motor bring drink for me, I go pack them for inside one room there and rice. So the landlord now say we should go away. Say the rice where they pack and the load where they pack for house. Say they making house to sink. Say I dey here born plenty children. Make I come out for a house. Like there was a day where rain come. The rain come, they beat us for the house.
Instead of suffering in a house without a roof that's not theirs, it was better for them to move to their own home, even if it was not roofed. At least it was theirs. Her husband agreed, and in a short while they acquired their own property.
Carry all our load, put outside. Now so water and the sun spoil everything.
The Supermom reality TV show.
My mom used to sell at Yaba Market. She used to sell clothes, or cricket to be specific, at Yaba Market. Just because she wanted to have that eye on me and all that. At a point, I had to join her in the market there.
Though it was hard, Mrs. Onu always made sure that she earned a reasonable amount of money every day to complement her husband's earnings. While Yor went out to hawk cold drinks, she would stay in her store and hope for profitable sales. The little money she got would be used to buy foodstuff on their way home.
If you like, make you go watch TV, make you carry the drinks, come back hot. You go say that I go buy that book for you. Yeah, I go sell. Make sure say you know tail. Yes.
If I don't go market, probably no food for that day for the children. So holidays, Saturday, I'll take Yor. Yor will follow me to the market to go and hawk for me.
And then she will tell you that she's teaching you business. Instead, when she could tell me, say she did call me to come help her to sell her market. She's selling her business. You know. That one I lie. But that one I lie. You know. But I had no choice. I had to go there with her every day to Yaba Market, and we're doing that together.
When we are coming, we will buy what to eat for that day. Tomorrow morning, I will go out again. Their school and so. Because there are plenty.
If she had 100 naira, she doesn't mind spending 80 naira on the kids and then the less than 20 naira on herself. She believes that whatever it is you want to do, go for it. And she would always tell us, all of us, when she sits us together, that look, whatever you are doing, yes, you guys are brothers, but you should be able to stand on your own as a person.
That time when they can't help me go hawk for market, we go carry me and I'll give her. You go carry and go stand where they watch television. The whole mineral go hot. You go carry and come back, say they no buy. You no sell, you no go eat. You go carry and you go leave the thing, go they watch television. You know children where shop where they sell television or they repair. If you just reach there, you go carry the thing, put down. They watch television. He sell self, you know, bring bottle. Which one I go talk?
She was finding it hard to find a solution, and time was running out. She soon came up with a brilliant idea. She decided to join the daily contribution in the market.
I as I dey pay the school fee, I no go borrow, but the way I dey take save am be say, these people wey dey do ajo, wey dey do daily contribution, as I have 8 of them, the same way I have their card for 8 of them. This one has his own card. I have the person where I dey put his own for in hand. So I go dey put am 20 naira, small like that for this person. So anytime where that one the money reach, where he reach to pay or to buy book, I go collect am from the person, take pay for that person.
She had a very unpleasant experience one fateful day with the town council officials at Aswani Market, where she was hawking drinks. She was not aware of their presence, and while people were running away from them, she walked right into their hands.
I go hawk mineral that time. I just carry market enter Yaba. I go Aswani Market, go hawk. There was the day where I go hawk there, where town council carry me. They carry me go local. I go prison because they are the trained children. That day, my children no see me. One lawyer dey there. He say he go bail me, do this.
How much do you have?
Oga abeg, na small money I get from the market I sell yesterday. Abeg, help me. My children go dey find where I dey. Abeg.
Forget about him for now. What should concern you about is how to get you out of this place.
No.
Tell me how much you have.
Na just 230 naira. Oga abeg, help me.
You are not serious, madam.
Oga abeg.
You are not serious.
Oga abeg, help me now. Oga abeg. Oga.
So now one woman will come bail in sister. Now that woman see me as I dey cry. I say my children no know where I dey. Nobody can say, see where my mama go. So now that woman now help me. I carry that money where I hold for hand, give her. Now he go there, he say he cannot bail 2 persons. He carry that money, give him driver. Driver come bail me out.
Just when she was trying to get back on her feet after the imprisonment, Mrs. Onu suffered another blow. It was during the period of fuel scarcity. She was returning from the market and boarded a bus from Maryland to Yanoikpaja.
The accident, I think it was sometime maybe 96 or 97 that she had the accident. She was coming back from Yaba as usual. I think she said, normally, my mom, God bless her, every time she leaves the market, she will find her way down to Barracks bus stop so that she could at least take a bus that would bring her back straight down to Yanoikpaja. Instead of having to go to maybe like Ojuelegba where you had to pay more, she had to go to Barracks to be able to take, because definitely children must eat at home.
The mole I entered, I was standing. So that mole reaching Onigbongbo got accident. So many people died. I cannot remember how many people died. And myself, I was conscious. They carried me, joined the dead people, reaching Ikeja General Hospital. Now there, they just pack us for mortuary side. Now the man will bring me, will save me out, where God used to save me. Now they talk, now they tell me this thing. So they packed there and carried the other people to the casualty abi. Later now, this man where God used to save me now come to the mortuary side. He said that he want to see the people, the dead people, whether he know any of them. So when he was just checking, he now saw me. I know this woman. you look, you say, I know this woman, and this woman is still breathing. So the man carried me to the doctor. So I have my treatment, and my children doesn't know where they can look for me. They don't know. They only know that Mama go market and they no come back.
I was not around one of those times that I was not with them anymore. I was in school, and I just saw her on TV, and she was narrating, saying that the brake failed and the mule was somersaulted and all that.
Oh, my sister, take this money, send somebody food, eh? I don't walk out everywhere. I don't see food buy for you. Udo, Mungo, you got to clean the shop. Come back and check you again. Yeah? Udo. Ah. Udo, Mungo.
As they come, the other small one, they talk, say, Mommy, we never eat you. Now so that one they talk, say, nah, you know, if you talk about, say, Mama, they are alive or not. You just the time say, Mama, we never eat you. Since morning, no food.
Mama, I get it better.
Don't worry, we'll get out of here. Mama, we are looking at this morning.
Shut up. The house.
Buy food. Now, where are you sit
The small money where the people where they come visit me, they give me now. So I they pass it to give them before they discharge me for the hospital.
At the initial stage, Mrs. Onu did not approve of the course Yo was studying at the university. She had always dreamt of having her children become lawyers, doctors, or accountants, which was every mother's desire. And hearing what he wanted to study made her feel all she had struggled for was a waste.
She never liked the idea anyway. Then I met RMD in 95 and he told me, I think I like your voice, I think I like what you do. What course are you doing? I told him I was not in university. So he told me, man, go to study theatre art. I think you'll make it as an actor.
As he talk, I'm saying I didn't want go read. I say, wait, I don't understand this one where you want read you. I no agree. I say make you no read that.
I told her, I said that not everyone that study theatre art will end up being actors. I might study theatre art and work in a bank and all that, but she refused.
Go school, you know, go school. Go line work, you know, line work. Which one you want to do? Now so I dey holla for her.
But at a point I had to leave the house and I was staying with my friends and all that because it wasn't easy for me too. Until when I came back home one day and I told them that I was going to the US because I was to go to act there. And then my mom was like, hey, that's good. You should be coming on more often now. Let's be seeing you. Just you just went to school like that. Nobody sees you, nobody. I just told myself, okay, whatever it is you are doing, it will pay off at the long run. I keep telling everybody, just stay focused to your dream, no matter what that dream is, no matter how long it will take. You will definitely get there.
Now, Mrs. Onu is more than grateful to God for crowning all her efforts with success. All what she passed through is now in the past. My children made it. Thank God I did not suffer in vain.
The Supermom reality TV show.
Advice where I dey give mothers, we say, any pikin na pikin, you go get na patient. If you get cool mind, take the train am, dey look that person, make you know where that person, where God dey direct that person dey go. If you take too much hala, follow that one, that person may miss a step or anywhere where anything where God want make you do or make you be. Because I take these children, no. Say, as I dey drag with them, all of them, not only your, all of them. Anyone wey tell me say na this thing I wan read, I wan go read, I say wetin you wan go read? All our eye dey for doctor, engineer, accountant. Na so all our eye dey. Na the thing wey we don sabi, we wey no sabi book, na only the thing wey we sabi be that one. But other things dey wey pass that, this one wey I dey talk now. That is my advice for mothers.
The Supermom reality TV show.
J1. James Oluwajuwonlo Iledare, popularly known as J1, broke into the music industry with a hit track, Filebe. He grew up in Kogi and Kwara states and studied at the Federal Polytechnic Bida. He's been nominated for several awards and has won the Nigerian Music Video Award, NMVA, for the Best New Video in 2009. J1 started identifying with his talent from his early age by singing and writing songs. In the beginning, his mother, who single-handedly took care of the family after his father's demise, never supported his choice to go into music. But deep down within, he knew he was going to be on the entertainment scene.
My name is Oluwajuwonlo Iledare. Well, call me J1. I'm an artist signed under Kenny's Music, and I love being me. Music is what I do for a living. I'm from Yoruba-speaking part of Kogi State, Egbe to be precise. I'm blessed with this woman who's so hardworking, you know, so hardworking that even we, the children, will have to like start begging her, like, okay, can't you just take your time and rest? Her name is Comfort. Comfort Iledare.
My name is Mrs. Comfort Iledare. I got married in 1975 and God blessed me with 4 children. My husband's name is Shade Iledare. I'm an indigene of Egbe town.
If someone had informed Mrs. Comfort that her very gentle son, Olajuwon, would choose to become a musician, she would have called the person a liar. To begin with, he seemed like a very quiet and soft-spoken child. Secondly, there was no musician in the family.
What I know about Olajuwon is that he was gentle, he wasn't as troublesome as the other children. However, right from childhood, I never knew he was like that. He sings, always walking around with empty cans. I didn't even know different things. I don't know where he gets children from. You gather them together. When he was in school, in secondary school, on his way back from school, you see children dancing and singing around him. As soon as they get to the entrance of theirs, actually they came to chase them away. What's the cause of all this nonsense? I sent you to school to read, not to sing. What's all this?
During his growing up years, she had no reason to punish or beat him because he was very obedient. The only problem she had with him was the music career he wanted to pursue.
How many times have I warned you about those useless music of yours? Shut up your mouth! Come on, shut up! I try every night and day to make sure you and your siblings get proper education, but you insist on your music. It's your education or nothing else. Have you heard me? No, sit down here.
I was always looking for a way to get close to music and to get close to entertainment, you know. So then I was always doing stuff, anything that will lead me to music or anything that will lead me to movies or whatever.
Things were not so easy for her. She always had to wake up early while her children were still asleep and make sure everything was in order.
She always wake up like 4 a.m. 4 a.m. to cook, to make sure we have hot water to bath and everything.
I can't even explain how I brought them up. I just want to keep thanking God.
Once they were awake, Mrs. Iledare would help them have their bath, dress them for school, and give them food. Although slow, things were steady with them financially. The income she and her husband got were just enough to sustain them, and she was grateful until her husband died. It was then her troubles began.
I lost my dad very, very early. I lost my dad in 1998. And that was when, when the demand was getting high. My mom had to be like the only person around that would do ask for things, like all the time. We're talking about the school fees, the feeding and everything.
The Supermom reality TV show.
We suffered a lot. As you see me, I was always hawking used and worn-out shoes. When Juwan and his younger brother get back from school, they take sack. And they go to dump site to pick worn-out shoes. They pick pots, they pick different things. When they get back, they pour it on the floor. I hawk them. I take them to Omoaron to sell.
Although her husband's family were helpful, she still had to carry the bulk of the responsibility. She was devastated and felt alone, but she encouraged herself with the fact that she still had her children. She braced herself up for the challenge ahead. During this trying period, she sold firewood to earn a living.
I can't even explain the problem we went through. When the problem was much and the business I was involved in was selling of ready-made clothes and provisions wasn't profitable. We had to start the stressful shoe business. One of his elder brother, Tokwe, who finished from the technical college in Patigi, Juwan was about to write his senior secondary school exams. Though we had to pay for it, it wasn't much, it was 3,000 naira. While Femi was supposed to pay 2,000 naira for his junior YF. But their elder brother, who was about to finish in Pategi's fee, it was more, it was 10,000 naira. When I couldn't get anyone to lend me the money in Egbe, I had to go to a customer in Omoaron, where we usually sell out worn-out shoes, to lend me the money. I had to hawk shoes for a year before I could pay back the loan.
Then came the big challenge of paying her children's fees. All the money she acquired from the sale of firewood did not measure up to what she needed to pay the fees. She decided to borrow from her friends. However, the effort was futile. Then she decided to sell her jewelry. The money she got was still not enough. Then she sold her pots to her friend. Mrs. Iledare wondered why her friend could not give her money but was comfortable with buying her property during this trying time.
I have some copper chains that I sold to pay school fees. I also had some metal cooking pots. Up till now, whenever I hawk and see the pots, I feel bad. It was painful that my friend who could lend me the money did not lend me. But when I brought out my pots to sell, she bought them all. Whenever I see them in her house, I don't talk, but I've never forgotten.
The Supermom reality TV show.
I went to climb a tree, and when I was sliding down, I didn't know there was a nail on it. So the nail now cut me in my chest. Then I was with my grandma. Nobody knows. I was trying to hide it. Because then I think I should be like maybe 12 or 13.
Juwan! Ma! Come and bake though, you're the only one left.
Don't worry, Mama, I'll bake for myself.
Since when did that start?
Before I let Mama pick that.
Will you come here before I smack you? Kilele, what is this? When did this happen to you? You scared? And you did not tell me. Hey. Yeah. Wait. Let me take you to the hospital. Take. Hurry up. Hurry. Put your hand.
Immediately she pulled me and I started screaming and she'd be like, what's wrong with you now? I'd be like, nothing. Then she tried to remove my shirt. Immediately she removed the shirt, she now saw it. She screamed and then she took me to the hospital. And when we got there, I think they went and planned with the doctor. So the doctor would now be, say so many things to make me scared. So everybody was crying that, this thing is sitting deep into my chest too, So everybody, she was crying, everybody was just crying that, okay, this thing is big to just make me scared. So the next time, I won't do stuff like that.
Soon, one of our sons, Tokwe, decided to go to Lagos in search of the greener pastures. Few months after he left, he was involved in an accident. Her immediate reaction to the news was to faint, and it took some time before our neighbors were able to revive her.
That fateful day, may God never allow such occur again. I was at home when some people came in looking for Juwon's mom. What happened? They said Tokwe had an accident and my attention was required in Lagos. I collapsed immediately. They had to pour water on me to revive me. When I woke up, my neighbors contributed transport fare for me. One thing I like about Tokwe is that whenever he says he's going to, I'll find him there. When he said he was coming to Lagos, he stayed with an uncle who died February this year. He was the one that sent for me when the accident happened. We came. The man that hit them tried. They were hit on the bridge. I heard that when a car hits one in Lagos, they don't wait. But this man proved to be a good Christian, a deeper life. About 2 of them. He rushed them into his car and took them to the hospital.
On getting there, she discovered that a good Samaritan had taken him to a hospital, and she was grateful. But since he was not attended to immediately, he contracted tetanus, and the doctor had already decided to amputate the affected leg. She did not agree with their decision and would not allow them amputate his leg. She decided to take him to another hospital.
Despite that I'm not a nurse, the condition I met them was very bad. They had not been treated, no injection, nothing. Despite how the hospital was. If they had been treated and given anti-tetanus, the wound would not have been infected. But despite everything, the man tried. I don't know him. He paid all the hospital bills. He's a real man of God. He paid. I think he was a lawyer, but he paid. Because he pitied the 2 boys, he paid. He was a real man of God. Even when we got to Ilorin, he sent someone to give us money to buy milk and other things for them.
Because you find out that so many, at the point, she wasn't even thinking about herself. That she doesn't even think about the way she's looking. She doesn't even care about how people outside see her. The only thing that she thinks about then was just we just have to be okay.
If Mrs. Iledare thought she had seen it all regarding Olajuwon's love for music, she was mistaken. Much as she tried to discourage him from singing, Olajuwon would not give up.
My mom, it's not as if my mom doesn't like music. She likes music. But what she ever wanted me to be, she just wanted me to be an accountant.
I always tell him to go back to school, and he agreed.
When I said I want to do music, the first that I would ever tell her, like, she would just say, no, if you become an accountant now, this won't become this, and all that. I'd be like, what if me? You say, what if me, Juwon, I end up being an entertainer? She said, God forbid. I lie. I should not even think about it. If it's this poster, all this that I'm putting in my room, that is deceiving me, that it is not in this that I will try that kind of thing. So from that day, I stopped saying it like, anything I want, anything I'm planning, I won't even tell her. Because with the way she said it that day, I know it's going to be trouble in the house for me to repeat myself.
His music was always the source of our problem whenever it starts. One day he brought some boys home. They were just singing and making noise. I put water close by, that as soon as they opened the door, I was going to pour it on them. They locked the door from inside when they discovered my plan. He usually put music posters all over the house. Whenever he leaves, I'll use water to remove it. I felt, what kind of song was he singing? Even if he wanted to sing, he should come home to join the traditional drummers in our area. At one point, He started singing aloud in his sleep.
Oh God, may I reap this fruit of my labor?
Speaking in tongues, I kept wondering that despite my desire for him to get educated, he was adamant about his music. I asked God to see me through because I don't know what to do.
We talk and I told her that, okay, by God's willing, if God help crown my effort, I can be, like I know I can be an artist, and I know I will do very, very well. And at that point, what she just told me is that, just try when you sing, like she said, when you Davidi, like Sam, you can go there and pick some lyrics to sing and make sure you do meaningful music and all that.
I have left it to God, and I support him with prayers every day. My advice to other mothers is that they have to endure and suffer to take care of their kids. Because when you stand by your children, they will not be wayward. Even the Bible says that whoever endures to the end receives salvation. My advice to other mothers is that even if they are suffering, as long as they have kids, they should endure with prayer. The children will grow and they will support with prayer. In future, they will be successful and they will thank God.
For all the time, for all the stress, and we can she come out for life and for the strength and the voice and everything. And you see, I want to be this, I want to be this, I want to be Joe,
The Supermom reality TV show.
On this episode of Supermom reality TV show, we've shared two unique stories of two great mothers. Viewers, it is your sole right to vote which mother makes it to the next stage. She will join other mothers to slug it out in the 12th episode of the Star Prize of cash prizes. To vote for your choice mom, text mother's name to 33070. Remember, text mother's name to 33070. You can vote as many times as you wish.
Love is endless for my mama, for my mama. So you were right here, baby, anywhere I go. You're the best around the globe. You're so special, so special. Yeah, I really love you so. Yeah. Tell me who could be like a mama. Yeah. Oh, tell me who could be like a mama. Yeah. I want to buy a motor, maybe bicycle. I want to build house for my mama. This is not the coco. I know they play coso. Be my mama, be my mama. Yeah. Mama, yeah, mama. Hiddy bitty body dead.